Sanhedrin Daf sadly bet Amur Aleph, second to last line. Tonight, the following was taught. Tzaddikim Shadir Elish Baruch Hu Achitan, the Tzaddikim were going to be resurrected, and they will not die again. Shnemar Vayan Neshav Sin Banat Halish Lamot Shia Marlo we call the Bahim Birshnaim. Makadosh Lim Kem Af Him Nolam Kemin, just like Hashem will always be forever, so too the resurrected ones will be forever. Then tomorrow, attention, maybe during those years, the time that Hashem will be renewing the world for 1,000 years, so the Kim, what will they be doing? Hashem made them wings that they will glide, and their bodies will glide on the water safely. Maybe they'll be suffering because of that. Gemara says, who says this passage is referring to the resurrected won't die? Is referring to Tihadametim officially. Maybe it's referring to the ones that Yahaskel revived. The Gemara says, this is according to the opinion that holds that the story of what happened in Yahaskel was a mashal. It wasn't a real story, it was a mashal. The Tanna says, Yahaskel resulted people, they stood on their feet, they sang, and they died. What sing they song? What song they sing? Hashem made بتصدق معي برحمين بريشو مر شيرازو أمره Hashem made معي مريض شو ضياعه ربي دا مر إمت مشال هي ربي says no, nothing that happened. It was only a story. A story. It was just teach a lesson. مرة ربي خميا إم بيمت لما نشال. So I would say إمت مشال هي. It's true. If it's true, it is true. Then and it's a story. So إم مشال إمت. If it's a story, then it's not true. If it's true, then it's not a mashal. مرة says إلا بيمت مشال هي. Meaning, in truth, it was only a parable. He says, no, those that were resurrected were not the Israel, but as soon as they had children. I actually am one of the descendants. And these are my tefillin that I got from my ancestor. Who were the dead that Yahaskel revived? These are the sons of Ephraim who tried to escape Mitzrayim early, and they miscalculated how many years it's supposed to be. They left early and they got killed. They got killed by Gat. Ephraim was sad and they came to console him. No, Yahezkel was talking to people who were those who denied تخير من تمشي نمر بيوم رأي بين عدم عاصمة إلى كوبات إسرائيل هم هن أمرين يبجوا عصبتين وبعبدات تكتين وبنزلنا ربي ما بابا إلو بني عدم شئن هنا كيش المسفاز people who were revived or people who did not even have any mitzvahs شنمر عاصمة الحياة بشوط إشم أود برشم they were dry without anything else مثال كنا حمل بني عدم شهيخيف وتخاب الله شكاتيم راسين. These are the people who covered the Bet HaMikdash walls with pictures of the zera and bugs. شنمر بعبو برقاب هنا بعض تفنيد أمس من شركة بخوض البتيسان وحكا كير بسرير وتبعتهم بهذين ومن سرير بسرير. We are says no. The people who were the people who died in the valley of Dura, which is where Nebuchadnezzar and Nisar put his Avodah Zarah and he started killing people. The river of Eshel until Rabbah is the plain, the valley of Dura. And what happened there? When Nebuchadnezzar exiled Bnei Israel, they were these young men who were so beautiful that they put the sun to shame with their beauty. And the woman, the non-Jewish woman, was infatuated and became aroused by them. Told her husbands, the husbands were jealous, told the king. The king told the order that they should get killed. And still the women were attracted to their corpses. Therefore the king gave the order and they got trampled. When Nebuchadnezzar threw in Hanan and Mishael and Azariah into the fiery furnace, Hashem told Yahezkel, go resurrect those people who died in Dura. When he revived them, the bones came and slapped Nebuchadnezzar's face. What's these bones coming to and hitting me? Amru told them, "Habrehen sha'ilu me'achayim metim v'yatu." These are the people who you killed. They're the friends of these three men that you threw into the fiery furnace, and they got resurrected in the valley of Dura. Patach Lamar, therefore Nebuchadnezzar said, "Ato hi kemar abrivin v'tim hoi kemat takif v'machut mahut olam v'shadenha imdar v'dar." He started praising Hashem. Mar v'tzak yotzak zahav v'roteach v'toch piv shel rasha. Gold was poured into that. Yani, may Hashem pour gold into his mouth to stop him from praising because an angel did not come and stop him from continuing praise. He would have threatened to put to shame all the beautiful praises that David did in Tehillim. Now, big question: how is that possible? And there's a lot of explanations in that regard. There were 6 miracles on that day. First of all, the furnace was below the ground and it rose to ground level so that when Chaim Mishal Naziah would survive, everyone is able to see it. Then the furnace opened so people could see. The Humak Sado, and the foundation caved in, and that allowed the furnace to start burning the nearby guards, as we'll see. And the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar had over there fell down. The four royal people that were there, the four royal groups that were there to watch this from the other kingdoms, they got killed. And all these miracles are known in from tradition. Except for the kingdoms that got killed, this is from the pasuk. Tektiv. Sounds like Aseret, right? All these officials were there to watch Nebuchadnezzar's gold statue with and then Cham Mishael were thrown into the furnace after they were the only ones that didn't bow down. Uktiv, Itai Guvrin Yehudain. And Uktiv, we see that the four of them died. Even during times of danger, a person should not abandon his honor. Right? When Chaim Shem were destined to die, they still stood in their stature with their beautiful clothing. Marbi Yochanan. Tzadikim are greater than the angels. Shnemar. Aneh ve'amar. Ha'ana hazet de guvrin amra shulain ma'achim begon rav ha'chabala eta behon ve'arave be'kirevav demed darba lahin. Basically, when they saw him surviving, there was an angel that joined the three rabbis into the furnace, but the ministers saw the three men and complimented them more than the angel itself. So we see that the king can reach a level higher than the angels. When these three men came out of the furnace unharmed, all the nations came, they started attacking the Bnei Israel. They said, you have such a powerful God that helps you survive fire like that and make open miracles, and you bow down to Abdazara? What a rebuke. Therefore, Hanan and Mishael started praying. They are embarrassed. אמר בישמעאל בן נחמן דן למאי דכתיב בפסוקים אמרתי עלה בתמר אחזה בסנסניו אמרתי אלה בתמר אלו ישראל refers to Bnei Israel shall be exalted. ועכשיו לא עלה בידי אלא since אחד from them was the only people that came up my hand, and the only people who showed up and behaved correctly were these three men. אמר ביוחנן, מה ידעתיו? ראיתי לה והנה איש רוכב על סוס אדום והוא עומד בין הנדסים מאשר במפלע. מה ראיתי בה? I mean, I saw nighttime. because ברוך הוא להפוך את כלום כולו לילה. Hashem was ready to destroy the whole world, turn into nighttime because everybody was bowing down to Nebuchadnezzar's commandment. והנה איש רוכב, אין איש אלא ברוך הוא, and a man was riding, was referring to Hashem, שנאמר השם איש מלחמה, השם שמו. על סוס אדום, red horse, ביקש ברוך הוא להפוך את אדם כולו דם, Hashem wanted to kill everybody. כיוון שתסתכל חנן משל עזריה, דעתו, when he saw חנן משל עזריה stopping everybody, not bowing down, it calmed Hashem down. שנאמר, והוא עומד בין הדסים, אשר במצלע, they were standing among the hadassim in the pool. ואין הדסים אלא כצדיקים, and hadassim means צדיקים, שנאמר, והיא אומן הדסה, we see Esther was called הדסה, right? Timing is impeccable. ואין מצלע, מצלע is friend with us, שנאמר, והעומד לצלע חרבי, חרבי וענרתך על איש. מיד אם רגז נעשים צירוקים ודמים. those filled with anger became red, and they became white. Hashem come down. We see from here that a white horse is a good sign in the dream. That means it's a sign of calming and the Hashem not being angry. Where did the Kanamishan go after what happened? According to Rabbi, said they died afterward from Ayin Hara. Everybody started looking at them funny. They drowned in spit. Everybody started spitting at them and they drowned in it. Rabbi Yochanan Amar, Alu that said they went to Israel, but Asub Nashim was a little bit they got married and had kids over there. Tanam Machlot Tanim, Rebbe Meber Ein Ramatu, but Yeshua Ben Barok Tabu, Meber Malu Israel, Nasud Nashim was little bit Brot, Shamar Shema Ana, Yoshua Kohen Agadol Ataver Echa Yeshim Vanecha Ki Anshem Mofet Hemma, Ezu Hemma Anashim Nasan Mofet is the source that they went to Eretz Israel. That's the proof. Okay. But Daniel where was Daniel at this time? Hanan and Daniel were the only ones who did not bow down to the Avodah. Where was Daniel Navi? Rav says he was sent by Nebuchadnezzar to dig a river in Tiberia. And Shmuel says he was sent to bring in animal feed to Babel. Yochanan says he was sent to bring in Egyptian pigs to Babel. Whereas I need to talk about them to those said, "En para v'hazira yotzei min Alexandria Mitzrayim she'en chotin ha'em shelaha b'shvil shlot." A cow or a pig will not leave Mitzrayim at a time without them cutting the womb so they can't have kids. So how was Daniel sent to bring in animals for breeding purposes? Where it says Zutei Aiti below that he brought a small one, he brought small baby ones out without them knowing, and therefore they were able to have breeding afterwards. And we're done. There were three people at the time, three people involved in the strategy of keeping Daniel out of Babel during that time of the idol and Hanana Mishael Isaiah. Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar. All three were involved. Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem didn't want him there. Nezil Daniel Meach, let Daniel go away. Otherwise, they'll say that Hanana Mishael Isaiah would say because of his zechut. But Daniel says, I'm not going to be here. Ezil Meach, I'll leave. I don't want them to be yotzei the pasuk of throwing the Avodah Zarah on fire, meaning he was treated like a god. And if he refused to bow down, they would throw him, their god, into Avodah Zarah, which would be them giving them a mitzvah. He didn't want them to get that mitzvah. I said, no. Kish Daniel from here. So the people won't say that Nebuchadnezzar killed his own god in fire. How do you know that Nebuchadnezzar served Daniel and bowed down to him like a god? Nativ. By them, Al Khan Nebuchadnezzar Nafal putting the Daniel Sagit. Okay. כל אמר השם צבאות אלוקי ישראל לך בין כליה ואציה בין מעשה להנביאים לכם בשמי שקר. וכתיב ולו כך מהם כללה לכל גלות יהודה אשר בבל לאמור ימסים ממך השם כתקיהו כיחו אשר כללה מלך בבל באש. Okay. Asher said on this pasuk means when burning. Lo amar ela shekalam means use different word of burning. Amar b'yochanan mishum rishon rechai milamed she'asan v'kliot. Achav and Tzidkiyahu, when they were put in the fire, because they were false prophets, they were put in the fire. They were said, "Oh, you want to try being burnt like Hanam Shazayah?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." They were put in the fire for a split second. They got toasted like something that you put in the oven for a moment. The outside got toasted, and they died. They also because they committed adultery. They went to Nebuchadnezzar's daughter, and they said, they each said that Hashem said she should live with the other man. Obviously, falsely. She told her father, Nebuchadnezzar said, God, their God hates immorality. Impossible, he would tell them to do that. When they come back to you, send them to me. They came, she brought them to her father. He asked them, who said that you should be with my daughter? They said, God said so. But I asked Hanam about possibility, and he said that their God would never let them be with a Goya. They said, no. We are also like prophets. God didn't let them be us. How convenient. He told them, okay, I want to test you to see the real prophets. That same way I tested them by throwing them into the fire. They said to him, we're only three. We were only two. They were three. Maybe they have more merit in trying to get out of it. Okay, true. You know what? Pick someone else, let him join you. Now you'll be three. Now they're stuck. I'm bringing Yoshua Kohen Gadol. They said, you know what? Bring Yoshua the Kohen Gadol. Sabra that Yoshua then officially took them again on them. They said, you know, if Yoshua is with us, we won't get killed out of his merit. I do. They brought him. Shadinu, they put him all in the fire. Inu Kalu, those two died, the false prophets. Yoshua Kohen Gadol, and Yoshua Kohen Gadol survived, and his clothing got burnt. Shinamar, the enemy of Yoshua Kohen Gadol, Amad Tanav Yalach Hashem. Ukti, Vayamar Hashem, Aztam, V'yigar Hashem, V'chala, Lo, Zeh, Ud, Mitzvah, Esh. Amarle, now what was the problem? You done this kiyat. I know you're tzaddik. That's why you didn't die by the fire. How come the fire affected you slightly that it burnt your clothing? And those three, not even their clothing got burnt. Amarle said, like there were three tzaddikim there. I was solo tzaddik. Amarle said, okay, but Abraham also was solo, and he also came out unscathed with his clothing. Hatam lo haver rishayim hadei. He said, no, over there's no rishayim with him in the fire. And there was no permission given to the fire to burn it all. Over here, I was with rishayim with me, and that fire was given permission to attack. That's what people say. If you have two dry sticks and one's wet, the two dry ones will cause the wet one to get on fire. It's not my fault. I was with them. My time Inish. Now, why was Yeshua punished? We don't like that answer that he gave. The reason is his sons married women that were not fit for Kuna, and he didn't protest. Yeshua Kohen Gadol was wearing dirty clothing. How can it be that he's wearing dirty clothing? Must be that their sons married inappropriate wives, and he didn't protest.